Hi, I'm Matthew Moylanen. After high school, I plan to go to university and study political science. What mainly motivated me to become valedictorian was mainly just trying to work hard and do good. I didn't expect this to be within reach for the first 2 years, but come junior year, I was like, this is something I really want to work for. And I pushed through. Jackson Public Schools offers a ton of electives and AP courses that other schools don't. I've had many great opportunities here in both band and high-level courses that I probably couldn't have gotten anywhere else in Jackson, and it's really pushed me to the next level. The most influential staff member here would probably be Teacher Bo, my music director. Since my sophomore year, they've been hugely influential and helpful in making me a better musician and a better student in general. If I were to give advice to an incoming student to Jackson Public Schools, just try your hardest. It's always worth the effort, and if you try new things and put effort into them, you'll always see the reward come back to you. I'd like to thank my parents and my family for supporting me throughout all of this. I'd like to thank Jill Raymond and Mr. Crowley for helping me with my college search and scholarship opportunities, and I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors.
Hi, I'm Madeline Hitchingham. My plans after high school is to go to University of Michigan and study nursing. I wanted to become a valedictorian so I could get into U of M, so I knew I needed good grades. Jackson High School allowed me to take a lot of college classes and just offered me the widest range of classes, which helped me get where I am. The most influential staff or teacher was definitely Mrs. Raymond. She definitely helped me get to where I was. I want to thank my family, my friends, and also the corporate sponsors.
Hi, my name is Sarah Walraven. So my plan is to enroll in the nursing program this fall at Baker College. Hopefully I'll have it done in 5 semesters instead of 4 years, but I'm planning to get my RN. What motivated me to get good grades in school was I wanted to be a nurse at a very young age, and it's always been important to me to be able to get into that kind of program, and getting good grades is really important, especially in medical school. One thing Jackson High School has offered me that some other schools might not have offered is early college. I ended up getting a lot of college credits here and AP classes, and that's been really helpful in my education journey. Some of the most influential people here at JPS for me were actually my 5th grade teachers, Miss Bruton and Mr. Soltis. They taught me a lot about myself, and they challenged me a lot to become a better person even at a young age. I just want to thank all my family, friends, and especially the corporate sponsors for this scholarship.
Hi, my name is Shridhan. I'm graduating from Jackson High, and I'm going to the University of Michigan. What motivated me to become valedictorian most was it gave me a higher chance to go to the college of my choice. I think Jackson High offered a great sense of community that many schools did not. You know, this is a school very popular within the Jackson City, and I think that sense of community is what helped me grow most. I think the teacher who had the most impact on me was my AP Lang teacher, Mr. Barkles. He taught me many skills that I can learn to use over the course of my life, critically think such as that, and I think he was a great influence on my academic career. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, sister, my friends, my teachers who taught me, my coaches who coached me throughout these 4 years, and the corporate sponsors who are funding these scholarships.
Hi, I'm Jillian Snyder. What motivated me most was probably academic drive, and I've always been very competitive in sports, so that's just competing in school. Jackson High offered me a variety of AP classes and language courses that helped me excel, and I think especially my AP language classes helped me in my road to learning how to be a better student. The most influential person at Jackson Public Schools is my counselor, Miss Raymond. She is a positive energy and helps everyone who comes her way, and she's a great person that has helped me in my journey profusely. A big thank you to all my friends, my family, all of my teachers and advisors, and our corporate sponsors.
Hi, my name is Olivia Jones. I think what Jackson High has offered me that another school couldn't is the opportunity to learn and grow in an environment with such a diverse population of students, all from different backgrounds, which is very representative of the real world. So just being able to experience it, not just learn about diversity or read about diversity, but just be in it on a day-to-day basis. I think what motivated me the most to want to be valedictorian was seeing both of my sisters as they graduated from J-High as valedictorians. Just seeing how it helped them and set them up in a good position academically to apply to colleges and things like that, but also how it helped them as a person, practicing that self-discipline, being hard workers, and seeing how it's helped them and helped them grow. And also it motivated me to have that sense of pride in myself, to know that I can set a goal and achieve it. The most influential staff member of J-High for me is my retail marketing teacher, Mr. Cunningham. I was lucky enough to have him all 4 years of my high school experience. He's taught me skills like presentation skills, critical thinking, writing, but aside from all the academic things, he's also just helped me grow as a person, helped me be brave and feel confident. He's always encouraging me to take risks, think outside of the box, be creative, and just push me to be the best version of myself. So he's just been really helpful, and I'll be able to take all these skills with me in my future endeavors. I'd like to thank all my family and teachers that have supported me throughout all these years of my experience, and I'd also like to thank the corporate sponsors.
Hello, I'm Marissa Carrion. What motivated me most to becoming valedictorian was my family and wanting to make them proud, especially after my grandfather passed away. I wanted to continue making him proud because I know he was proud of my academics. I think what Jackson High has offered me that other schools cannot have is opportunities, with the counselors being more supportive and included with my planning for my future. Out of all the teachers and staff at Jackson High, I believe Miss Raymond was my counselor. I feel she was the most influential for me. I'd like to thank all my family, from my grandparents to my parents, my siblings, and extended family and friends. And I'd like to thank all the corporate sponsors.
Hello, my name is Sarah Massey. I'm a student here at J-High and I'm 17 years old. My plans for after high school include me attending the University of Michigan. I think the thing that has motivated me to become a valedictorian is the challenge and just keeping a perfect GPA. I would say Jackson High has offered me the support system, like the teachers, the students, everyone's really supportive and they're willing to help you get to where you need to go. I think the teacher that was most influential for me had to have been my AP Chem teacher, Miss Marsh, because she just challenged me, and the curriculum that I was learning was very hard, but she broke it down in a very simplified way. Yes, I'd like to thank my family, I'd like to thank my teachers and my friends for supporting me throughout this journey, and I also like to thank our corporate sponsors.
Hi, my name is Vincent Wu. I plan to attend a university to study engineering. What motivated me to be a valedictorian was really my culture. So the first 2 years, I was more so focused on understanding the materials taught in class, trying to grasp the core concepts. And I really only thought about becoming a valedictorian during junior and senior year, when I really started grasping everything and having a good foundation. And I often attribute everything to my family. They always say how you start out sets the tone for everything that comes after. So, during those 2 latter years, it was pretty easy for me since I had already built up good habits. So, to answer your question, what motivated me to be a valedictorian was my culture and family. So Jackson High School offers many things, and I think it's very unique in that other schools simply don't have enough resources to offer students. I am a huge supporter of AP courses. We have a huge selection to choose from. I also love the fact that our exams are paid for already, which is a great thing. I do want to point out our diversity here. This is a place where you really have the chance to meet people from all over the world. And it's a great opportunity to make yourself open to opportunities. I've had many great teachers and experiences with staff members. I will say my most valuable person is Mrs. Jill Raymond. She is the counselor for my class, the class of 2026. and I think she is very underappreciated. She always comes to school with a smile and a great positive outlook, even during those peak busy times where she has to write recommendations for college applications or facilitate course scheduling. She is still able to help us personally and answer any questions we might have. I would like to thank my family, my mom, dad, and sister for supporting me throughout this time and for all their sacrifices. Without them, I would not be where I am today. I also want to thank the corporate sponsors. Thank you for helping us through our secondary plans.
Hi, my name is Cooper Johns. I am a senior here at Jackson High School. My plans for after high school are going to be going to Jackson College. I'm trying to study to maybe become a pharmacist. What motivated me to become valedictorian is my family. They've always tried to push me to become somebody better than I know I can be. And everybody has always showed me so much love and support, and I thank them so much. Jackson High School has offered me something that other schools might not have, is the staff, as well as the teachers. They're all so great, and they all have really encouraged me to be a better student than maybe somewhere else in the county. So the most influential staff member here at Jackson High School is probably Mr. Hunt. He was my English teacher as well as the newspaper advisor. He's so great, always helped me through all the things I've needed to do, and always been a big part of my life here at Jackson High School. I'd like to thank my family and friends, my mom and dad, as well as both of my sisters, always so great, and my friends here at Jackson High School. They've been so wonderful. And I'd also like to thank our corporate sponsors.
Hi, I'm Ryan Ehlert. After high school, I plan to go to MSU and major in English. I think just wanting to do the best that I can has been what's really motivated me and try to meet my own goals. I think Jackson High School has offered me a lot of AP classes that aren't offered at a lot of other schools, and the counselors like Miss Raymond have been really supportive and helped me along the way. For me, I really think my teachers like Miss Curry and Mr. Alstead have been the most influential because they've really taken the time to get to know me as past a student, but they actually care about me as a person. I'd like to thank all of my teachers and my counselors that have helped me along the way, as well as my parents for always being there for me, and I'd also like to thank the corporate sponsors.
Hello, my name is Ryan Truman. My plans for after high school are to attend Michigan Tech with a degree in computer science with a focus in game development. What motivated me to become a valedictorian was my love for learning. Ever since middle school in 6th grade, I've loved learning, especially STEM and history. The thing Jackson High has offered me that other schools probably wouldn't offer is their independent study classes. I've taken 2. My first was in my sophomore year in the 3rd try for game development, and the second was this year for Calc 2. The most influential staff member at Jackson High was Mr. Alstead. He's been my math teacher for now 3 years, first teaching me pre-calc, then Calc 1 in AP Calc, and then now an independent study for Calc 2. I'd like to thank my parents and my other family members and my friends for helping me along with my journey. And thank you to our corporate sponsors.
Hi, I'm Sophia Choate. After high school, I plan to go to college and study journalism, hopefully MSU or U of M. Mostly what motivated me to become valedictorian is just my academic drive. I wanted to make my younger self proud, so I always tried to face challenges with resilience and perseverance. Jackson High has offered me just a way better sense of community and belonging than I think any other school would have. I came from a way smaller school district, and as far as extracurriculars go, there wasn't really anything there other than band or sports, and I really love writing,
so having a school newspaper has been really helpful and really special for me. I would say the most influential teacher for me was Mr. Hunt. He's the newspaper advisor, so he's really helped me become a better leader and writer. I would like to thank my family and friends, also my newspaper staff, all three over the years, and the corporate sponsors as well.
Hi, my name is Cole Harrell. My plans after high school are to go to Michigan State, hopefully, and become a history teacher. I wanted to be a valedictorian because I wanted to make my family proud and have something to be proud of. The class selection is there's a lot of classes you can select. A lot of schools don't have that in this area. So, the most influential teacher to me was my 5th grade teacher, Mr. Dolly. He was my best teacher by far. He was funny and everything. So, I would also like to thank my friends, family, and the corporate sponsors. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emma Dukes. After high school, I plan to go to a 4-year university. I'm not sure where yet, but I'm going to major in psychology. What motivated me most to be valedictorian was probably my parents. They really pushed me just to achieve, and yeah, those were my biggest motivators. Jackson High has offered me a lot of support in the faculty and especially the counselors, so that has been a big help to me, especially becoming valedictorian. The most influential staff member to me is Ms. Raymond. She's my counselor. She has helped me a lot throughout the years, so she has definitely been the most helpful for me. I would like to thank, again, Ms. Raymond, my parents, also my sister. She definitely motivated me. And then thank you again to the corporate sponsors.
Hi, my name is Grace Brown. My plans after high school are to attend Loyola University in Chicago and major in supply chain management. What motivated me to become a valedictorian was my sister. My sister was a valedictorian and I wanted to follow in her footsteps. Jackson High offers multiple AP courses along with an early college program that has allowed me to graduate with my high school diploma and an associate's degree. I would say the most influential teacher at J High was Mr. Olstead. He's very dedicated to his students and he helps with any problems, not just schoolwork. I would like to thank my mom and dad for their support and the corporate sponsors.
Hi, my name is Samantha Williams. After high school, I plan to attend Grand Valley University for marketing, and I'm interested in the Honors College, which has different sections, but mostly marketing classes. My parents are really what motivated me to be a valedictorian. They always pushed me to do the best I can, always focus on assignments, not let other things distract me, but they are really the ones that pushed me to be a valedictorian. Jackson High has offered me a chance to create my own schedule, really. We have a lot of AP classes and extra electives here that a lot of other schools don't necessarily have, so they give you a lot of freedom to choose your classes and your schedule and really focus on the subjects that you want to do. The most influential teacher I've had, I would definitely say, is Ms. Curry. I had her both for biology freshman year and for AP Environmental Science my junior year. She just always made class so engaging and fun, and she really took time to get to know her students. I connected with her a lot over sports. Her kids play soccer and swim, and I ended up coaching her daughter in swim, so we really just had a fun bond as a teacher. She was just always really engaging and exciting to be around. I would like to thank my friends and family and everybody who's pushed me to be the best I can. And I would also like to thank our corporate sponsors for everything they do for us.
Hi, my name's Lyndon Brown. I'm planning to attend Arizona State University and I'm majoring in accounting. What motivated me was I really wanted to make my parents proud because they put so much effort and time in getting me to the best tutoring places when I was younger, and I just really wanted to repay them. Jackson High offered me what another school wouldn't have, was that I could do my whole senior year not here, and I could do it at Jackson College, and I'll be able to graduate with my associates at the end of this year. The most influential teacher for me would probably be PA, Paris Anderson. He just made class fun, and he always engaged with us, and he made every day something new. I would like to thank my parents, the Jackson High School community, and I would like to thank the corporate sponsors.
Hi, I'm Johanna Carell. My plans for after high school are going to college in a degree of theater and anthropology. I wanted to become a valedictorian because I was already doing very well in school, and I realized how nice it felt to put in a lot of effort to get a lot of good grades. So I worked really hard to continue to get good grades. Jackson High School has offered me a lot of new opportunities, including what I find most important, is a theater department where I'm able to be part of every single part of the process, so backstage and acting. I think that the most influential member of staff for me was Miss Raymond. I decided to do a year abroad last year, and she was very helpful during the whole process before going and coming back. I would like to thank my parents for always being there, listening to all of the drama, and helping me stay strong and stable. And I would like to thank my best friend Camille for always having my back. And I would like to thank our corporate sponsor.
Hi, my name is Georgia Toko. After high school, I plan to go to college to study public policy and gender studies. So actually, it's because my brother was valedictorian, and I always had that sort of anything you can do, I can do better mindset, so I had to one-up him. The most influential teacher in my education was probably Mr. Barkles. He always gave us the room to make our own mistakes, and he always really believed in us to create positive impact. I think Jackson High, there are really great programs like student government and marching band, but also I think it gave me insight into what it means to be around people who are nothing like me and to understand them with compassion and empathy. I'd like to thank my parents for everything they've done for me. I never would have gotten anywhere if they hadn't truly believed in me. I want to thank every teacher who's established new ideas into my head, and I want to thank all my friends for their love and support. And thank you to our corporate sponsors.
Hi, my name is Isabella Whiteface. My plans for after high school is to attend Grand Valley State University and pursue the career of secondary education mathematics. What has motivated me to become a valedictorian is a lot of self-discipline. I pushed myself from freshman year to be the best that I possibly could be. Jackson High School offers such an opening community. They're always there for you. They're the best that you could ever imagine. The most influential was Mrs. Sheffield. She always brought such amazing energy to the classroom and cared so much about her students. I'd like to thank all my family and friends, and I'd also like to thank the corporate sponsors.